Robin.
All right, it's going to hurt us, but we got to do this. Steve Blatter just popped his head into the studio. And we gave him a nice beating earlier. But
sure.
But fair is fair. He emailed the Gene Simmons, Shannon Tweed walking off the Joy Behar show.
Yeah.
And it was presented in his email, in my opinion, like he thought it was real. So we had to beat him up for it. Yeah. And he popped his head in, and he swore at us, basically, saying, look, dude, I thought it was so obvious it was fake that I didn't have to write that. And I believe him, so, you know.
Yeah, because it is. He said he watched the video. It was all just horrible, so.
I mean, we beat the shit out of those guys, but, you know, fair is fair. I believe them. Yeah. But unfortunately, Joy Behar bought into it.
Yeah, that.
I don't get that.
She became part of the work.
On purpose?
I probably think so. She's not that dumb.
I don't think she's like that.
I can't see her being that stupid. I just can't.
But why? Why would she play into it? It would be better headlines for her if she said this is bullshit.
Guests on her show. She's just fucking
maybe other publicists that represent
one
other
of those
people.
You know how that works.
All right.
One of those deals.
It'll be curious to see how it plays out with her.
Yeah.
Because she's got to talk about it, right? That happened last night, so we'll see what she says today. We did the fucking hockey. We did OJ. Dan Quayle, Potato, 19 years ago today.
Wow.
So if you was born then, you're 19 right now.
Yeah.
You're 19 years old.
Potato.
And I remember that shit like.
Yeah, vividly. I saw that on TV, and then I drove somewhere, probably to drink legally.
Oh.
It's fucking.
Me and you were probably talking about doing a gig together.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Boy, the time do fly by. Yuck.
And Mark Cuban is paying for the Mavericks parade. Why wouldn't the city pay for that shit?
Well, he said
I think he's giving them a break.
Yeah, in these hard economic times. Doesn't want taxpayer dollars going to...
Yeah, but I mean...
How much could that cost?
I think it's all like police,
and all those,
cleanup, all that shit.
Okay. But all those people that are going to be part of the parade are going to be paying for parking, paying for some food, paying for some water, paying.
He's not going to pay for the whole fucking thing.
You don't think? Why not?
He's paying for the whole shindig.
No, I'm just saying, why wouldn't the city pay for it, knowing the people are going to be, spending money that day? They're going to be going to bars afterwards. They're going to be eating. They're going to be doing this.
Well, that
they're
way
they
get to make some money instead of having to shell out some later for fucking sanitation and extra security and all that shit.
Fair enough, sir.
I gather.
Fair enough. No. And everyone is, talking about how he spent $10,000?
$110,000.
$90,000 for a bottle of champagne, and then a $20,000 tip, I guess.
$20,000 tip. That's nice.
When you got $1 billion, it's just nice and relative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Could you 110 to just play with? Like, just play with.
It's just nothing.
Garbage money. I would be so much fun.
You can make,
it would really be a lot of fun.
You can make people really happy, you know? I mean, who do you give that $20,000 tip to? That's got to be like, holy fuck.
And I wonder if they let that person have it.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of job, like a service industry job that, where you can get that kind of money and that kind of tip,
That's fucking crazy.
Because it's Miami and it's rich people and so, I mean, that's amazing. But they probably have to split it.
Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, split it between
That's like
everybody.
working at a great strip club.
Boss takes his skim.
I feel good when I give somebody 22%.
22%? It's crazy.
Are we up to 22 now?
I don't know.
It's my tip calculator.
I'm a 20 guy.
Never less than 20, because the math on that's easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. Never less than 20.
Yeah.
And a little more if, whatever.
Is it better to give somebody that's a bad service person no tip or a shitty tip to get your point across?
No tip is definitely worse than even a shitty tip.
And then they have to run.
I think.
Run out after you and go, you didn't tip. And you look at them and go, yeah, I know. And then it really hurts.
The only shitty tip is the penny. When you leave the penny under the glass, overturned glass, that is a fuck you.
That's saying that you did a bad job.
That literally said, that isn't like, if you leave no tip, that could be anything. They forgot, they're cheap as fuck. But when you leave that, it lets them know that they fucked, they screwed the pooch so bad.
We did that at Friendly's, just to be assholes.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the service.
Oh, a bunch of pricks.
A bunch of Sundays.
Crazy Green Lawn people.
Yeah, we were crazy.
Wow. Well, then we
were
could go out
insane.
onto Broadway and kick over some garbage pails.
Yeah, we were crazy.
You kids.
That's a ridiculous job to have as a job to work. Like, I think when you depend on people's generosity.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a weird thing. You depend on people's generosity as it's your salary.
Yeah.
Like, but I do have a choice. Like, I do have a choice just not to tip.
Not to
No, you
tip,
don't.
yeah. No.
Yes, you do.
Why is it there are places, why is it legal where they go, oh, we added the 18%.
Tip included. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
How
I
is
think
that
that's
legal?
more than 6, though.
I've seen somewhere, it doesn't matter how many people.
Yeah, some places now it's across the board. And my thing is, I believe it or not, I mean, for the show, sure, I'm cheap, short arms, whatever. But I'm a good tipper. I really am. But I want to feel like I have a choice in this.
Yeah.
You get that bill, it's like, oh, we added the 18% tip. Because I feel like if the tip's included, then they're not going to have to work as hard, right?
Yeah.
Or do that little extra that makes you go, you know what,
I know.
that was nice. I'm going to fucking, give a nice tip today.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I mean, the hotel, room service.
Room service.
They put it in, but I
Yep.
still feel like I got to give them a little something.
You want to do that?
You're like, damn.
You want to do that old school, and this is for you, sir.
Yeah.
Take a thought. Why? Thank you,
I give
Mr.
them
Cumia.
like a 5,
Right.
but they put it on the tip. But I go, if I order, you want this person to feel good about the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do
But
the
how
right
weird
thing.
is it that
And I want him to make it snappy.
But how weird is it that the tip included on room service, you feel guilty like you have to give them more because
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're there. The hotel steals from them.
But they're obviously getting a really good tip.
they're
Yeah.
not.
And then there's a room service charge that has nothing to do with them.
Right.
So that's for the hotel.
You think they pay those fucking Mexicans
Nah,
anything and
shit.
fucking give them?
I always go, tip
way.
included. They go, yeah, right there, sir. And then you're like, fuck,
Damn.
I feel
Right,
guilty. I
right.
gotta fucking go get more money now.
Right. Right. Seriously, like, because he's there.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
looking at some Filipino kid, and you're like,
Right.
he just you're in your shorts with no shirt. He's pretending not to be horrified, and he just pushes it in.
He's praying you're not gonna make a move on him.
Yeah,
shit.
he's unfolding that silly table, and
I don't like when they do anything. I wheel the fucking
Thank
thing
you,
in
Anthony.
and get the fuck out.
I'm gonna give you money no matter what.
Yeah.
Half the time it's more of a hassle. It's like just fucking put it right
you don't
there.
have to
We'll figure it all out.
identify the food for me. This is your burger that you ordered. Here's your soup.
Get your
All
fucking
right.
finger. Get your finger out of my iron top hole.
Exactly. You fucking put it in my mashed potatoes, you
Don't
cocksucker.
put your finger in my hole on my iron top. You
Yes, just pick your fucking dirty
I
nose.
hate that.
And you're standing awkwardly as they're doing this whole presentation.
Yeah.
Like, this is not good for
Just
me.
leave. Would
I
you
just
like?
want you to leave.
Would you like me to? No.
No, I would like nothing.
No.
But you
And I
can't
say, just throw it on the bed.
You
Leave
can
it.
say you can
Yeah.
say just put it here.
I have. Oh yeah, I have.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Put it here.
I've
We
been
do
like,
that.
would you like me to pour
Now are
the?
you
No.
now are you guys throw everything in the hallway, guys, or you leave it in your room and
I'll
let
leave it
somebody
in the
get
room.
it?
Leave it in
man.
the
Fuck
fucking
that.
room. Unless I'm gonna be there a few days, I will leave that fucking thing in there to rot. I don't care.
I may get out of here. I
Oh,
push
yeah?
that thing out
Really?
like it's the TV from Poltergeist with unfinished French fries on the floor. Just get that shit out of here. It's
I'm amazed.
creepy.
yeah.
I don't like it in there.
You don't like it in there?
No.
When I'm somewhere for 2 or 3 days, I'm
Okay.
amazed how they know how to clean my room because we're like a tornado.
Just a fucking disaster.
And I'm like, how are they figuring out what's not junk and what's not? It amazes me they know how to do that
Yeah.
shit.
No matter how long I stay at a hotel, I do not get room service. I just do not.
Oh, you mean like maid service?
Maid service.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, yeah.
I
And
rarely
they hunt
do.
you down. I get
Yeah.
a message. There's
Yeah.
a thing. They hunt, and I.
Would you like
You know.
us to clean the? Nah.
My biggest pet peeve, if we're really doing this bit, are we really doing this bit?
Yeah, we've been
You
there.
travel to, with all the traveling you do, Patrice, you travel to a city, you're tired from traveling, all you want to do is get to your room, maybe fucking put your head down, and what do? Half hour after you're in the room, which is prime where you should be out cold, they
Yeah.
have to fucking call? What is that about?
What, and say welcome? Or
No, is
or
everything
anything?
okay,
Is
sir?
everything okay?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
I
I've
would
had
have
them come
called
to the
you
door.
if there was a
If it wasn't-
problem.
Exactly.
And
If
it's
it wasn't
always when
something
you're
okay.
falling the fuck asleep because you're exhausted and just want to get a nap in or whatever.
I've had them come to the door like I forgot to put the do not disturb because I like ran to the bathroom to take a dump or something, and then they knock on the door and then come walking in. He's just like, I'm on the shitter.
Is that what you tell him?
Yeah.
You're a hard-on guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean.
As I'm jacking on the bed.
Right.
You ever rape a black maid?
Nah, never tried. They run out.
You never been an 84-year-old man who runs around raping 22-year-old fucking physical specimens?
Although I do have this
and sticks his old cock up in her ass as she's fighting an 87-year-old man.
And then he tries to pay off the village, and they say no. I would sacrifice my fucking aunt for that. You saw that, right? When we went to the little village, and
I followed that all the way up until he finally said it's a setup.
Yeah.
Always a setup.
But what I'd like to, I would rescue her right at the thing, because I would like to say, okay, we're gonna play a game called Try to Rape, like an 80-year-old man try to rape a young. Did you see that girl? A young, virile 20-something-year-old woman. I just want to see if it can happen. I promise you, I'll come in and save you right at DEFCON.
Right when it's
11.
ready to go down.
But I just want to see if it can happen.
You're thinking setup?
Dude, the fucking IMF guy, out of nowhere, he just they wanted him out, and they just fucking he just, and it wasn't even, it was immediate rape,
Yeah,
like a rape
fled.
that's just shock, like he just an old man in a towel, and then the rape is on.
Yeah,
like that's just that sounds strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
Motherfucker, until this very moment, I didn't even think this way. But God damn, you're right.
I mean, it's just, well, you know my situation.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy in general, but God, you know what? Why didn't I think out of the box on this one a little bit?
It just is weird.
We don't
He's
know,
in a
obviously.
$3,000 a night thing. She comes in, and he just goes rapey. I'm bum rushing this bitch. I'm kidnapping her. He's a little cheese ball. Yeah. He's a little old dude, like Mr. Woodman from Welcome Back, Carter, and some fucking African girl from a village who's working at a $3,000 a night and just.
What do you think went on? You think there might have been an understanding, and then
I think
she
that
said, "Well, this understanding could turn into my favor."
I think you're dealing with the movie Devil's Advocate type shit. That building. It's like I think these guys. That's you get. It's like yes. So what's your qualifications? Well, I worked in mini hotels. Okay, this one, we need you, and you'll be paid handsomely. You'll get $1,000 each time you're raped, but it gets rapey up in this bitch. So do you want the job? You just got to get raped.
It's a little rapey up here.
Rapey.
Yeah, a little rapey.
You walk in, and the little old men expect to get their dick sucked by third world women that probably were kidnapped or something. And this time he goes in, he does, oh, here's my rape victim today, and goes to try to do his thing. She goes, he goes, holy shit. It's a setup. He tries to get the fuck out of there.
He did.
Because he's involved in all that creepy shit. He's a head of IMF.
Yeah, well, you know.
These old men do he's the guy.
You might have just turned me on this
He's the guy who decides how much money. He runs money.
Yeah, I get it. I know
throughout the
that.
planet Earth. And they wanted him out. This raggedy. Look at that girl.
Yeah.
But who hired her?
Nobody hired her. No, people just said, you know, this. If somebody ever does something, they don't tell you exactly. Because they can't afford her to go, someone tell me to scream. No, she might not have been in on it. She works, see, there's the top.
Wait. All right, let's slow down.
There's the top floor.
They hired her to be the rapity rape, but she doesn't know that.
She might not know.
So now she's not willing to be that person, but this guy now goes to these hotels knowing they hire the rape person.
Stays on the top floor.
Right.
She probably works actually where regular people stay,
so
where you don't rape.
So they kind of set her up, too. Like, we're putting you in this nice position as far as what she's thinking.
Yeah, set her up to go there and,
But the other side of this is, you know, this guy assuming she's just the next rapity
girl. Yeah, she's a rape girl. She's the offering. 3,000 a night, penthouse apartments and shit, and she just walks in, and this motherfucker just starts trying to rape like that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
man, you got.
And he just panics. He don't go. what are you fucking bitch? Hey, whoa. And a guy who's entitled like that knows the deal,
right.
He waits for the guys to get there. They go, what's going on with this bitch? Fred, you know the deal.
Yeah,
we
why
rape
ain't
bitches.
she rapey?
So, Fred never came around this time.
He
obviously thought it was completely acceptable what he was doing.
Yes.
That's obvious to me.
Yes.
It's part of the deal, just like room service, right? In that hotel.
Yep. He thought it couldn't happen to him.
Yeah.
You just turned me on that.
Look at that girl. What that old rotten man is taking that pussy right there.
She would fucking fuck up his world.
She punched that motherfucker in the balls and laugh at him.
Yeah, look at her.
What is Bob Kelly doing here?
Hey, Bobby.
What is Bobby doing here?
He's probably got a show to do.
Yeah,
he just gave us a look
show.
like, fuck you, I'm doing another show.
He's making his own way in the world.
What was that shit?
Fuck you guys.
Making his own way.
What the fuck was that about?
Bob's making his own way. He was very proud to
really
walk by and let you guys know he's not coming in here.
He gave us like a little peace sign.
He's like, I'm not
hey,
waiting for your fucking call.
There you go.
Fuck you.
Fuck Bob Kelly. Hey, one more thing before we get out of here for today. The Dalai Lama thing. It might be more of a visual, but have you heard the Dalai Lama thing with this fucking asshole trying to do a joke to the Dalai Lama?
Was he English or Australian? I think he was Australian, yeah.
I wanted to hate this asshole, but I fucking love this guy because he acknowledged that it could be one of the biggest bombs ever. Where's Sam? Because you need the visual. I mean, we'll play the audio for everybody else, but...
Sam went to go chase down Bob Kelly.
Yeah, can someone else come running in here?
Yeah,
E-Rock, I don't need you in there if you could do this over here.
I just wanted to say one more thing about the hotel room thing.
Yeah.
I've always felt like this weird guilt thing when I'm in the hallway alone and some woman, either a maid is alone and another woman, and she's going to the door. I'll always step back and slow down my walk or something and give her the opportunity to get in and shut the door before I would be
are the
push-in
your way in guy. Yep.
Like yeah.
But they all have all the hotels have cameras now.
Yeah, but still, great. You get a camera of me coming out, but
you know.
No, I think, and it's more not so I get framed for anything. I just don't want them to feel uncomfortable, like that I'm the guy.
Let's be honest.
I don't want to get
you
the
don't
look.
want to get framed. Fuck their uncomfortableness.
Honestly, that's the difference between white and black right there. I don't want to get the look like I'm a fucking rapist look from the girl, like, oh fuck, I better not open this door. Although I think it's perfectly a great thing for her to do, not open the fucking door. Like any girl that opens a door alone where a guy is in the hallway like that, you're dumb. Trust your instincts. Don't open the door. Wait for him to go somewhere. But as a white guy, I'm thinking of, the feelings. Let me make sure.
You're
just thinking,
don't feel bad.
I don't want this bitch to say I pushed the fucking door open.
That's what my mind is.
I hate feeling like you can't be in your own room.
Yeah.
When they're cleaning it. I'll say, I got to wait outside my own fucking room because the maid's in there.
Yeah. Well, you better not go in there.
Sam, what did you find out about Robert Kelly?
He's doing Tom Papa's interview deal.
Why did he give us the fuck you look, though?
That's what he said. I said hi. He was
Tom
over,
Papa's what?
No.
He's doing an interview show, Tom Papa. Like, he interviews comedians. He did Seinfeld. He also did Rob
When is he
Zombie.
going to do Patrice Oneal? That's what Patrice is saying right there.
Dude?
I've done enough.
I've done enough.
Fucking another in-depth discussion with Patrice Oneal and his viewpoints. Shut up, Tom.
But why was he walking
Go
like
ref marriages, asshole. Tom Papa.
I guess that's how guests walk when they're not doing our show.
Well,
these guys slump down the hall because they know they're doing our show. You see the confidence as he was walking by?
Well, it was because you know what? It was really good to see Bobby go, hey guys, got to do something else. He acknowledged your existence.
Oh yeah, he's like, all right.
He wanted us to notice that he
Later
had
for you
other
guys.
things to do.
Because he knows everybody, all the regulars got to,
He was acting like
we got the demotion.
Yeah.
So he just wants to let everybody know.
He was acting like a chick.
He really was.
That was a chick move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
look what I'm doing.
Can you fucking? He's a
We're
guy.
just making jokes.
He's a
Patrice.
guy who comes here 3 times a week. Now he wants to just let you know life moves on.
I have other shit.
I have other shit, motherfucker.
Other shit in the
you gotta
pipe.
know that.
All right, listen.
He wasn't even in a rush because he spent 5 minutes taking a picture with the mob wives outside
Exactly.
the studio.
Oh God.
Why the fuck didn't he come in and say hi?
Because as soon as he passed your window, he slumped over again.
He probably did.
He didn't even. Let me tell you something. He didn't have to come this way.
No, he could have avoided us.
He could have went the
He
other way.
wanted us to see.
He wanted to see you.
did.
He wanted us to see him with other people around here.
I'm here, dude. I'm doing an interview show.
No, I'm not here for. I'm not here for O&A.
There's
I
other
got
guys.
my own shit going on.
There's other guys that do our show regularly. They're in this building. We never knew it.
Yeah.
And then they go, "Oh yeah, I was there, but I had something
cool.
going on the
Yeah,
other
should've
side."
popped in.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop. This is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Let's just play it, and then we'll talk about it in a few minutes.
Now, as you know, I did share a gag with Dalai Lama because he was in such fine form. I decided that I would tell this gag. Now, it did prove to be not my most successful ever. Check it out. So the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza shop. Pizza?
He's telling it to the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, pizza shop.
Didn't know what a pizza
And
shop
says,
was.
"Can you make me one with everything?"
What's that?
That's hilarious.
Pause.
You know.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
When I heard about this, I wanted to call this guy out for being the biggest asshole, but I fucking love this
That's
guy.
hilarious.
And it's a great joke.
Could you make me one with everything?
Hilarious.
And the Dalai Lama's like, what? Huh?
What? He didn't even know what a pizza shop
Pizza
was.
shop?
Yeah, back it up to the punchline.
God damn.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's trying to explain it to the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Can you make me one with everything?
Theoretically possible.
Oh, I knew that wouldn't work.
This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It takes balls to do this to the Dalai
The
Lama.
Dalai
to begin
Lama's
with.
an ass. Like all your is funny in your religion.
There's no funny. No funny in the
Jesus,
Dalai Lama's
Captain,
life.
serious?
There's no funny in everything, I guess.
No.
Right?
I guess he's above the
Funny?
actual fact that he's a joke. Like,
yeah, he's
because
part of
he
a
is.
joke.
Hey, it's like you go two Jews walking a bar and it's two Jews and they're going, I don't.
Wait a minute.
What's going on here?
They were on their way into a bar at the time. Yeah.
I don't like the fact that he had to be explained what a pizza shop is.
Well, he's the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, because
Dalai Lama
not
doesn't know what a
many in-
pizza shop is? Get
eats,
the fuck
he
out of
eats
here.
cloud meat.
We saw him in an elevator once in Atlanta. We bring it up every fucking time.
Yeah.
This guy should know what a pizza shop is.
An elevator. He's all over the place.
All of a sudden, we found ourselves in an elevator with the Dalai Lama.
You had to take a
What is
picture.
that? No, I
Norton-
don't even-
Norton would've
I
took a
didn't think you
picture.
were even supposed to look him in the eye or something.
We looked him in the eye.
I
said
didn't even
hi.
know you were supposed to do
You
that.
turn into stone.
You weren't. You're not supposed to be on a level like higher than him or
He's
something.
short.
I don't know.
Yeah, we were in an elevator.
I think I would go, Dolly, hey, what's your deal?
Why would
Yeah,
they let
what are you
us?
doing?
Why would they
Your
let
gig.
us assholes
That
in with
gig
the
you got.
Dalai Lama?
What's your deal?
Why were we allowed in that elevator that day?
I don't know. It's
No
not
one's
like we
trying
were
to kill
Chinese.
the Dolly.
No, the Chinese don't really like
He's
him.
been around a long time. He's retiring, I think. The Beatles were into him in the 60s. This guy is ageless.
Yeah.
But how do you
Really
retire
is.
if that's your gig? You can't retire from that.
You can retire from
He's
helping
not
people
allowed to retire.
be religious.
All right, continue.
He laughed more at the fact that it didn't work.
You didn't know what pizza was.
No,
It's going to fall down there, isn't it?
You know that a joke's in trouble if you've got a translator off to the side.
he didn't know what pizza
Anyway,
was.
I've got better having spoken to him.
Bacon.
And I think everyone who talks to him does.
I'm so surprised he ain't fired, though.
Yeah. Well, it's Australia.
You should have said the lot. One with the lot.
One with the
No.
lot.
Oh, the lot.
No.
Maybe if it was a hamburger.
You know what?
It's not the joke. You fucking.
It's refreshing that they're showing some real feelings about the whole thing. If this happened on America TV, they'd all
that's
be in like,
Australian. They do
Yeah.
blackface still
Right,
in
right.
Australia.
Yeah.
They have no political correctness.
They went
that's
with
going
it.
on
They
down
knew it
there.
was a real moment.
Can I get one? The Dalai Lama walks to the pizza shop and says, "Can I get one with everything?"
One with everything. Can you make me one with everything? That's
Make me one with
Could you
everything.
make
But
me one with
I think
everything?
his humor doesn't get mocking
Right,
his
right.
fucking actual.
The fact that making you one with everything.
He goes, I don't get it.
He didn't get it.
He doesn't understand irony or
No, no.
like it just doesn't
No.
exist to him. Irony is
Hilarious.
dumb to the Dalai Lama. It's just a stupid theory. He doesn't know. I wonder what makes him laugh. Probably just really visual things, like just a monkey clapping. I bet you
a monkey clapping.
I bet you he rolls at the Three Stooges.
Three Stooges, yeah. Fucking Mo hitting Larry on the head with a ball-peen hammer.
He loves kitten stuff on the internet.
Before
anything with kittens, yeah.
Can I say that I just have to say that the greatest Three Stooges bit of all time, please, is Shemp has the fishbowl on his head, and he's going, and Mo goes, "Hey Larry, what do you say?" Larry goes, and Mo slaps the shit out of him. What do you say? Bow! Funniest Three Stooges bit of all time.
I was petrified of Mo as a kid.
Mo was an asshole.
Mo was like so violent and scary to me. Larry was funny.
Why would you hang out with Mo after a while?
Mo just
what a fucking asshole.
beat the piss out of everybody.
For the dumbest thing. Right.
Like Mo would get hit accidentally with shit. Like all the other guys would hit him accidentally, and then Mo would lose his shit and intentionally punch him. But you never saw like Larry intentionally hit Mo. Like, hey, you're an asshole, I'm gonna fucking punch you, or do the eyeball thing.
They have the most interesting story of all times, dude.
Oh, the real story behind it?
The real story of the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Just misery.
Yeah.
Just fucking misery.
Yeah.
Hey guys, man, I appreciate you having me
Patrice,
on.
I gotta go too.
And
we're all going.
Yeah. I'll see you probably in October.
What? No,
October?
You gotta be as soon as
What's today? Was July?
Oh man, Patrice is giving us some shit.
Man.
I'm giving you shit. At least I'm not walking happily by the window.
You know what? You are absolutely right.
I'm fucking with you.
You ain't been here in a while.
You're invited back anytime.
The open invite.
You got the open invite.
I'll fucking
look. He's
take one of these TVs.
He's looking to throw something.
He's looking around for something he can throw. I always hated that one. Yeah, no, you got an open invite. What does that mean? No one ever calls you out on the open invite.
It allows you to pop in.
Like Ant says that. You're welcome anytime.
That's why I can't go to Ant's house when he has these things.
Yeah, because
it's like come anytime. It's like Anthony didn't tell me to come to his house. Hey Ant, you come on by. I know he'll let me in, but
no, I always do this when I'm having a party. I always tweet. I tweet like anyone who's ever been to a party at my house or knows that they would be invited. That I have invited. I'm having a party. And that means everybody that's been invited.
No, that makes sense, but you had to get to that point where people...
I don't send out invites.
But you had to get to that point where people were at your house for parties.
Yeah, Patrice knows. If he gets the tweet fucking bat signal, then I'm having a party.
I don't know. I have you
any party.
on Twitter. I follow you. I know Ope's thing is videos and information.
Mm-hmm.
Your thing is an argument.
Yes, I'm constantly arguing and guns.
What's your thing then?
My thing is I got into this real good tweet groove where I only tweet when I feel like it.
Yeah,
I don't want to over tweet or under tweet, but when I really think I feel compelled to tweet, and then I'll try to be funny. I'll try to say this is fucked up. With the Schwarzenegger thing, I had a good bunch of tweets and get people arguing and shit and talking about fucking side bitches. And then the NBA finals. But right now, I wouldn't tweet about like Tracy Morgan because you can't do a 140 character explanation of some of those things, and you just go.
Yeah,
you can't be frivolous with.
You ever start
Twitter.
a tweet and you're like, I just can't fit.
No,
cancel. Can't fit it.
Know what Twitter needs? Some type of technology where you're allowed 1,000 characters 5 times a month. You know what I mean? Because if you expand the characters, it's going to blow up Twitter. It's going to suck. But to allow each person that has an account like a few times where they could go all out.
But with all the accounts, you would constantly be scrolling through giant every day.
I don't click on that twit longer and all that.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. If I don't see it in front of me,
there, it ain't that link.
I don't click.
Clicked.
I don't go for 2 clicks ever, unless it's a video, obviously.
Video, photos.
But when you know
like
it's not a video and it's a continuation of a tweet, rarely.
No.
That's where they lose me.
My girl hates my tweets because I tweet.
And that's what I'm saying, though.
Down to like 8 characters left. And then I put ... until it's one. and you can't retweet that.
Yeah, you can't retweet.
You can't retweet it, but
because that's the problem too. You want people to retweet your shit, so you got to leave some extra characters for them so they can retweet it. So they don't go into the twit longer bullshit.
And these motherfuckers, they got these motherfuckers who are like have like a newspaper thing that it's like
I did that for a while.
The Dude Gazette.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's set up like
Dude Gazette.
And I thought it was real for like a half a second.
Yeah, all it is your it's all it is
some
your
of your
page
tweets.
just organized differently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was doing that for a while. It was kind of cool. But
I had a CNN. I had a blurb in the
back to that.
CNN Tracy Morgan thing, by the way.
Yeah.
By the guy's name. He's a black guy, but he's like the only black guy.
Oh, the Black
CNN. Roland Martin.
He had a great take on that. We were talking about that yesterday.
I was in a big
his
article
Imus
with
thing. It bothers me a little bit, but he explained himself, saying that Imus wasn't considered a shock jock type personality when he did what he did. He had a lot of powerful people on his show. That's why that wasn't accepted by a lot of people. I would still argue that point with him, but the rest of it I thought was really right on.
He had a big long thing about Tracy.
Yeah.
Big long thing, but he had all these names, but then he actually quoted something from the Elephant in the Room.
Yes, he did.
Which was the raw thing.
Right.
But you could have picked something better than that. But
you were right in the middle of that article.
But it's hilarious because he's saying, well, why ain't nobody fucking with me? You know what I mean? But it's like, because I'm making a point that you can argue.
Yeah.
You can't just go, I'm a fucking...
Right.
He's promoting AIDS.
Right.
And then if they did, I probably would go, yeah, why not? Magic is okay.
Magic's fine with it.
I'll take his AIDS. All he's getting now is like a little bit of bad skin, but no lesions. He's looking pretty good.
He got the good AIDS.
He got the AIDS that makes him a good businessman.
Yeah.
Get a good job. I'm surprised about
fucking Patrice.
They don't. Magic made people unscared of AIDS.
Yeah, he really did. It's
you're not even going to lose weight.
Got a shot.
And normal publications are showing or letting us saying that AIDS is a cure.
Yeah.
The Economist got something. Like actual please.
Yeah, they're saying that.
Do you believe that shit that they're holding that back for a while?
If they were,
that's one of the conspiracies that they already have a cure, but they're just kind of holding it back. But
AIDS
for whatever reason.
AIDS is not a thing. It's like, why would you cure AIDS if you really wasn't trying to? Because it's one of those diseases where you can live long and have it. So they love diseases like that. They don't like Ebola.
It costs money to fucking keep taking those drugs for 20, 30 fucking years.
So that's like, it's like Ebola is like the common cold is a fantastic thing to have. Where you're sick and then you got to buy
a dumb doctor's visit even though you don't have to.
You got to buy a fuckload of medicine over the counter shit.
But how much fucking you think is going to happen if they actually cure AIDS?
Yeah.
Or get a vaccine.
Bathhouses come back.
That's
a lot of ass fucking.
That's where I'm in with the conspiracy shit, by the way. What you just said. That's when I start getting suspicious. You know,
you're in. Why don't you just? Why don't you go full in?
I don't know.
I think you are
in.
Yeah, I think you're in.
I'm in.
You fucking believe in these things.
Nah, the 9/11 shit I can't buy into.
But that's okay.
The 9/11 shit I could easily. I wonder what the government knew as far as the planning and what they did to.
You can't embrace the idea of motherfuckers actually flying planes in the bit like we did it and all that shit. But
no, not at all. But
no way.
I get suspicious. What did the government know, and what did they allow to happen for whatever reason?
That's all. That's all conspiracy theories are. Is you hear.
But as far as as
far as what?
We doing it to ourselves in the way some of these guys say? No way.
Just listen. Just for a second though. Here's the thing: if you go to the Lusitania, you go to Pearl Harbor, you go to the Gulf of Tonkin, we need reasons sometimes to get into these wars.
Yeah.
And we didn't get into the wars until
Patrice, you're explaining basic shit to me. I get
I'm
that.
Saying
what I'm saying is we said as the government, we're going to get out of your way and let you do what we know you're going to do because now we can do what we want to do.
Yes.
That's
you
what
don't
I'm
believe
saying.
that?
I do believe that. I do believe that's a possibility.
Okay, so then the thing you don't believe is what?
that we actually, did it to ourselves.
Orchestrated the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that we
Al Qaeda wanted
okay.
to do this. We knew they were going to do this, and we went, "Holy shit!"
That's the theory.
If we allow them to do this, now we get to do what we want to do.
Right, I believe that.
That's where I'm
a possibility. That's a possibility.
And I'm not saying
so
that
you're a conspiracy theorist guy.
No, I'm suspicious of that because I don't even know if that's the case.
Stop saying suspicious. And
No,
just say
I don't know if that's
Opie.
I don't know if that's the case here, but I'm willing to open my mind to say that is a possibility. Is that fair enough?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't buy it.
I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to tell you when I'm back in November.
I believe we could step. No, but I
all of a sudden, when Opie gets serious, he gets serious.
No. No, because I was just thinking about the point. That's all. I didn't hear that.
Well, if you like to discuss those things, I'm open.
All right, Patricky.
Not
Big
a
Mama
fucking-
prods.
Not a-
Yeah,
not
fuck
a
it.
1017.
Oh yeah, because we're
motherfucker.
going into your show, right?
Yeah, we're cutting into the shit hour.
What does he talk about?
It's about what we talked
If
about.
you want to hang with him.
With Sam? I like Sam, but only when other people are around.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I can't
Everybody
just hang
likes
with
Sam.
Sam and shit.
All right, go
All right, y'all, see
find
you.
something else. We'll
Shit-
see you guys
shit- shit
tomorrow.
hour.
Yeah.
Gregorio!
Antonio!
Amy.